name is Sandy. I'm the Principal Consultant of Verity Consulting. Today, I'll be sharing with you some ideas and tips on how to build brand resilience during the times of crisis. With the news changing daily, your brand, like all brands and people, is caught in a rapidly evolving landscape of competition and survival. Some might think that the impact of words and actions will have very little influence on brand satisfaction, loyalty, or word of mouth. However, with each passing week, brands will be made unequal based on their preparedness, communications, priorities, and actions. Did you know that 64% of buyers have already made up their minds before they purchase your brands? How do you create brand impressions during times of crisis? What is the right tone, and how do you project strength in your brands without coming across as self-serving? Well, today we'll be looking at ways to build these brand resilience, maintain these brand awareness for your clients and your stakeholders during the crisis. We'll be sharing tips and strategies on number 1, how to connect with your target audience and customers during this crisis. Number 2, key factors to remember if you want to earn trust and generate preferences online. And 3, ideas that win the loyalty and love of your customers. So let's start by asking, what is brand resilience? Well, you have brand resilience if you are able to stabilize sales by retaining your customers during this time. You can continue to create entry barriers, and you are able to boost customers' willingness to pay premium prices despite the condition of the market. Well, let's have a look at some of the key ideas on how do you seek long-term buy-in with these brandings. Well, it's not just short-term actions. Word of mouth, top-of-mind strategies are all pull strategies instead of push strategies such as marketing and promotion. Its ultimate purpose is to cultivate mental and emotional preference over your competitors. So let's get into it. Number 1, connecting with your target audience and customers during crisis. While every business is shifting frantically to digital platforms, what you say and how you say it matters during this hypersensitive time. This crisis, like any other, alters our expectations and motivations. They impact on our perceptions when emotions and needs are running high. Our mantra is message over medium. In order to get the messaging right, you've got to be customer focused. How do people feel about doing business with you? How does it showcase their identity or values by purchasing your brands? For B2C, customers are trying to avoid regret. For B2B, customers are trying to avoid blame. So this is what you can do. Number 1, go back to the basics. Start by gauging your customers' most recent perceptions, behaviors, and priorities. Make an emotional connection. Stay relevant and be accessible. Be extra sensitive with stressed customers. Remember, during this time of crisis, overt marketing and selling is considered bad taste. Number 2, the key factors to remember to earn trust and gain preferences. Trust and preference play key roles, especially in crucial times like this. What have you done in the past that have helped your customers through a hard time? Is there any example you can recall or quote that will remind people of your commitment and dedication? There are 3 factors to win in the trust and preference game of your audience. Number 1, education. 2, transparency. And 3, choices. And how do you create that? Well, you focus on audience expansion, not revenue extraction. Create helpful content that matters most to your clients now. Focus on social good, but be genuine. Improve your credibility by stepping up and being consistent with the value that you deliver and with your messaging. And finally, ideas that could win the loyalty of your customers. I would say focus on data through analytics. 99% of content created is wasted because companies didn't take an outside-in approach. They push information to customers according to what they think customers want. Be educated by market evidence, not anecdotal experience of your department heads. We are in uncharted waters here, so educate your decisions through data and information. Google Analytics, Facebook Insights, YouTube and LinkedIn all have free analytical tools for you to find out what is trending in the industry at the moment. What content are people reading and engaging most? Use them to find out what matters to your customers now. Be agile and creative digitally. I hope you're going through this digital transformation smoothly and efficiently. But one thing I wanted to talk about is content creation. So instead of creating content, perhaps you might also want to look at content curation. Content curation is actually a fine art. It is a great way to increase traffic and engagement without having to worry about creating original content. Use videos to connect with people. 66% of people who watch videos end up buying something. So what kind of video can you create then? Well, short tutorials or workshop on how to use the products, live streaming of announcements or events such as webinars, or running little competitions that can help connect viewers with your mini brand or sales programs on social media are just great examples. And you might also want to convert some of your sales staff as brand ambassadors online. You see a lot of those examples during the Chinese lockdown on WeChat. Well, I hope you find those ideas and tips to be helpful over the last couple of minutes. I look forward to hearing from you. Let's stay in touch and stay connected.